Hey road trippers, I hope you enjoy the different setting, and welcome to the Americana and Oddities series, where we go to different Americana and stuff that is just plain strange in the United States. In this video we visit the John Dillinger Museum in Crown Point, Indiana. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this one. What is the first thing you think of when I say John Dillinger? Is it the Biograph Theater? Or maybe it's bank robbers? The John Dillinger Museum is located in Crown Point, Indiana. And if you don't know much about John Dillinger, then you wouldn't know that Crown Point, Indiana is actually where he's from. So it is really an appropriate place to have it. And it's also located inside the courthouse, or the Old Courthouse, where he actually spent a lot of time there. And today this building is no longer a courthouse. It's called the Old Courthouse, and there's a lot of little shops, and it is a fantastic and beautiful building, quite honestly, and it's very well kept up. And the day I visited, they actually had these sculptures all around the building and around the facilities, and it's temporary, and it should be done, I think, by the end of this year or next year. It's by the same artist who's done that touring Marilyn Monroe statue. And of course, being a little bit different, I went into the south entrance as opposed to the normal north entrance, because the north entrance is where you can get to the Dillinger Museum a little easier. But this is where I had to walk past a few of the shops, which again, really cool little place. And as I was walking through here, I couldn't help but to think, John Dillinger walked these halls, these very halls, and that made it really kind of more interesting for me. Any museum can be any old place, but this museum is actually in a place where he was at. And after paying admission, I walked down this beautiful hallway that was kind of narrow, but it was brick on both sides, and I still couldn't help to think that John Dillinger walked these halls. But this building was still quite immaculate. And going into the entrance, you go into a jail cell that they actually have to buzz you in, which is kind of interesting because it sounds like what you would think a prison jail buzzer door would sound like. Now this museum was very small, but they used the space very, very intelligently, and I really liked it as it walks you through the history of the beginnings of his crime spree and even a little bit about his background in Crown Point. And then it walks you through his entire crime spree and everything that he did during his life of crime. And there is a lot of memorabilia there, as well as a thorough account of John Dillinger's life of crime. And there are some other memorabilia in there that aren't really to do with John Dillinger, but they are the same time period and they are criminals, and it kind of goes along with their general message of the museum of crime does not pay. They tell you a little bit about his family, they tell you about his life of crime, and basically they give you a lot of details about his run from the FBI, which was then just brand new. And then they tell you about the woman in red. Was it really red she was wearing? How did he know her? Why did she turn him in? And what actually happened? You can even see the trousers that John Dillinger was wearing when he was killed and the money that was actually found in his pocket at the time. If it isn't obvious, I really enjoyed visiting this museum because it's a piece of American history and a great piece of Americana. The cost of getting into this museum is about $2 to $4, and you want to spend about 30 to even 60 minutes in there. You could spend more if you're a big John Dillinger fan, or if you're a big gangster fan. You'll probably spend a little bit more than an hour, but not a whole lot more. It is family friendly, however, be careful about bringing kids here because the topic is a little sensitive and it does have some violence in it. Not a lot, but it is there. It is couples friendly and singles friendly. RV friendly though, I had trouble finding parking for RVs. I've driven a car, but I was looking for RV parking, and they said that you could park in the municipal lot, but this is the only lot I saw, and it doesn't look like it would really fit an RV. The Americana factor is about a 7. I think it's pretty high up there in Americana, but there are things, obviously, more Americana style. As far as the detour value, this is at least a 30. I would take at least a 30 to 60 minute detour off your route, especially if you are a gangster or a John Dillinger fan or a history buff. It is definitely worth the little extra time that you would take off your normal route. And of course, if you got something out of this video, click the like button, share it with all your friends. If I missed something because I'm not perfect, leave a comment below. And if you really, really like to see videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I make a video every single week. Thank you very much for watching the video, and until next time, safe travels. The Don Dillinger?